Yo, you ever scroll through TikTok and see a place that just makes you want to pack your bags? Like you're just chilling, minding your own business, and then, bam! There's this jaw-dropping location that you never even knew existed. That's what happened to me. One minute I'm scrolling through funny cat videos, and the next I'm hit with this insane travel inspo. This crazy, beautiful waterfall hidden in some far-off jungle kept popping up on my feed. It was like the universe was trying to tell me something. Everyone on TikTok was going there saying it was like a scene straight out of Avatar. You know, that movie with the floating mountains and glowing plants? Yeah, just like that. The turquoise water, the lush greenery, the epic drone shots. It was hypnotizing. I couldn't get enough of it. Every video made it look more magical than the last. I mean, come on, how could I resist? It was like this place was calling my name, begging me to come and experience it for myself. I had to see it for myself. No more living vicariously through other people's videos. It was time for my own adventure. Right then and there, I knew I had to book a flight. Challenge accepted, TikTok. I was ready to dive headfirst into this adventure. Time to see if this place was the real deal or just another internet fantasy. Would it live up to the hype, or would it be a letdown? Only one way to find out. As soon as I arrived, I was blown away. The jungle was even more lush and vibrant in person. The waterfall? Absolutely breathtaking. It was like stepping into a dream. And the best part? It wasn't just about the destination, it was about the journey, the people I met along the way, and the memories I made. TikTok might have sparked the idea, but the experience was all mine. Here's the thing about social media, it's a highlight reel. Everyone's showing the best of the best, the perfect angles, the golden hour lighting. Don't get me wrong, the waterfall definitely looked incredible in the TikToks. But I've been tricked by the internet before, you know? I went to this one restaurant because it was blowing up online, and the food was meh, total letdown. So yeah, I was pumped about this waterfall, but I kept my expectations in check. I mean, how different could it really be? Getting there was an adventure in itself. The journey began with a long flight, the kind where you lose track of time and space. The airplane cabin was buzzing with excitement and anticipation. People were boarding with their backpacks and travel gear, ready for the adventure ahead. We're talking hours of flights, bumpy bus rides, and navigating through crowded airport terminals. The bus ride was particularly memorable, with every bump making us feel like we were on a roller coaster. People were looking out of the windows, trying to catch a glimpse of the landscape that awaited us, and even a trek through the jungle. The path was dense and winding, with every step taking us deeper into the heart of nature. We were hiking with our backpacks, feeling the weight of our supplies and the thrill of the unknown. It was hot, humid, and let's just say I was really missing my air-conditioned apartment. The sweat was pouring down our faces, and we were constantly fanning ourselves to keep cool. Drinking water became a necessity, not just for hydration but to keep our spirits up. But hey, that's part of the experience, right? Despite the discomfort, there was a sense of camaraderie among us. We were all in this together, smiling and enjoying the nature hike. It felt like a group of friends on a grand adventure, each moment adding to the story we would tell later. The anticipation was building with every mile. The winding road through the scenic landscape was like a prelude to the main event. We could feel the excitement in the air, with every step bringing us closer to our destination. The close-up of our boots on the trail was a reminder of the journey we were on. Finally, after what felt like forever, we arrived at the trailhead. The sign marked the beginning of our true adventure. We gathered our gear, took a deep breath, and prepared ourselves for the hike ahead. The sense of accomplishment was already setting in, knowing we had made it this far. The air was thick with the smell of damp earth and exotic flowers. Every breath we took was filled with the rich, earthy scent of the jungle. The misty path ahead was both inviting and mysterious, with the macro shots of the damp earth and plants adding to the allure. I could hear the roar of the waterfall in the distance. The sound was like a beacon, guiding us through the dense foliage. Each step brought the sound closer, and our excitement grew with every passing moment. The reactions of those around me mirrored my own anticipation. This was it, the moment of truth. We had reached our destination, and the sense of achievement was overwhelming. The determination on our faces turned to amazement as we took in the breathtaking view. This was the reality we had been dreaming of, and it was even better than we had imagined. As we hiked closer, the sound of the waterfall got louder and louder. The anticipation was building with every step we took. The jungle around us was alive with the sounds of nature, birds chirping, leaves rustling, and the distant roar of the waterfall. It felt like we were walking into a hidden paradise. And then, boom, there it was, cascading down the side of the cliff, just like in the videos. The sight was absolutely breathtaking. The water seemed to dance as it fell, creating a mesmerizing display of nature's power and beauty. Okay, maybe not exactly like in the videos, It was smaller than I imagined, and there were a bunch of other tourists around. But that didn't take away from the magic of the place. Everyone seemed to be in awe just like us, snapping photos and trying to capture the moment. But you know what? It was still pretty darn impressive. The water was a crazy shade of blue-green, and the mist felt amazing on my skin. It was like a natural air conditioner, cooling us down from the tropical heat. The colors were so vibrant, it felt like we had stepped into a postcard. We spent the afternoon swimming in the natural pools, soaking up the sun, and just enjoying the scenery. The water was refreshingly cool, and we could feel the stress of our daily lives melting away. It was the perfect way to unwind and connect with nature. We even made some new friends, fellow travelers who were just as enchanted by the place as we were. For lunch, we hit up a little stall nearby and had the most amazing street food. The aroma of grilled fish and spices filled the air, making our mouths water. The stall owner was incredibly friendly, sharing stories about the local cuisine and culture. Think fresh fruit, grilled fish, and the spiciest sauce I've ever tasted in my life. The flavors were so bold and vibrant, it was like a party in my mouth. Each bite was an explosion of taste, from the sweetness of the fruit to the smoky flavor of the grilled fish and the intense heat of the sauce. It was a culinary adventure that perfectly complemented our day of exploration. Over the next few days, we explored the area, hiked to different viewpoints, and even went ziplining through the rainforest canopy. Talk about an adrenaline rush. The views were insane, like something out of Jurassic Park. But the best part? Meeting the locals. These people were so welcoming, always down to share a laugh, a story, or some of their delicious food. One night, we even got invited to a traditional dance performance. It was truly unforgettable. Section 6. Reality Bites, Challenges, and Surprises. Of course, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Remember those bumpy bus rides I mentioned? Yeah, one of them broke down in the middle of nowhere. We were stuck on the side of the road for hours, sweating it out with no cell service. And then, there were the bugs. Mosquitoes the size of my thumb, feasting on any exposed skin. Let's just say I learned the hard way about the importance of insect repellent. But hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? Section 7. So did it live up to the hype? So the million-dollar question, was this TikTok famous waterfall worth it? Honestly, yeah, it was. Sure, it wasn't exactly like the perfectly edited videos I saw online, but it was still an incredible experience. The journey was a bit rough around the edges, but that just added to the adventure. And the local culture, the food, the people, that's what really made the trip special. Sometimes you gotta look beyond the filters and the hashtags to find the real magic. Section 8, your trip, your way tips and tricks. Thinking about chasing this waterfall yourself? Here's the lowdown. Best time to go. Avoid the rainy season, you'll thank me later. Costs. Flights can be pricey, but once you're there, it's pretty affordable. What to pack? Bug spray, sunscreen, a raincoat, comfortable hiking shoes, and an adventurous spirit. Section 9, let's keep exploring. That's my TikTok travel tale. Have you ever been somewhere you saw on social media? Did it live up to the hype? Hit me up in the comments and let's swap stories. And hey, don't forget to subscribe for more travel adventures. We're just getting started. Peace out.